Good morning. So I'm just coming off of doing a quick live in my business page. And it was just when your good days outweigh your bad. So if you have a moment, go to Directing Paths LLC, my Facebook page, and check out my video. I'm going to go ahead and share this to some of the groups I'm in. I want to talk about what it means to heal loudly. I write that a lot on my posts. I've even made it like a hashtag in some situations. I want to talk about what it means to heal loudly because as a survivor, that's a very powerful thing to heal loudly. Most of that is because when you are in an abusive relationship, when you are going through abuse, many of us suffer silently. Many of us do not speak up because we think that we're being loyal. We begin to believe when we're told that we're being dramatic or the abuse is not happening or, gaslighting us in some way. So we don't really sometimes even believe we're being abused, even though we know we feel terrible and we feel badly. And that silence is what keeps us there a lot of times, right? The silence becomes very cancerous. And I don't use that word lightly because what happens is we internalize it. And a lot of times, and I'm speaking from experience, I'm speaking from individuals I've helped and I've worked with, we begin to say, no, it's me. What is it about me? What is it about me that's so deplorable, so terrible, that you feel that you can treat me this way and you don't even care? You have no reaction to my response to the abuse. In fact, in a lot of cases, it'll make them abuse you even more because you're looked at as weak. So you're being beat down, and then you start to feel badly about yourself. And in public, depending on the person who is the abuser, depending on their position, and a lot of times they come off as being a great person. People who you would tell, if you were to tell someone that that person is mistreating you, they would be very shocked because this person has learned that they are a certain way at home, a certain way behind closed doors, and very charismatic in public, right? So there's an image you're trying to maintain. But because that image is not real, what happens is you get the brunt of all of it. They're very functional people a lot of times. There's a misunderstanding that a person who's abusive is just a bull in a china closet everywhere they go, and that's not the case. Sorry, it's storming a bit over here, so my connection is kind of going in and out. And that's not the case. A lot of times, the people are very charismatic. They've learned the skill, the art of manipulation. They've learned how to put on many faces and put on many masks and be a different person to different people. And because you're seeing that they're not consistently bad, they're not consistently mistreating everyone around them, you start to internalize that. And that's a part of your silence, because who are you going to tell? Who can you talk to? You may still love that person. You may really still want to be with that person, or you want to help them, or whatever the thing is. So you're still trying to protect them, even though you're not being protected. Even though your feelings, your well-being, because it chips at the core of you. It gets deep. Oh gosh, it gets so deep. So at the core of you, you're falling apart, but even in that falling apart, you're still trying to protect that person who's tearing you apart. You can't out-nice your abuser. It's not going to happen. You can't outlove your abuser. Nothing is going to warrant your treating to be any differently or to be better, really, you know? So when I say healing loudly, it doesn't mean that you're being, people want to say that you're being messy, you're being vindictive, you need to rise above it. You just need to go heal, you still heal, but you don't got to talk about it. I think that whatever it takes, if it's not slanderous, if it's not a lie, if it's not, something that's just purely evil, if you're genuinely healing yourself and in doing so, you're speaking out about what you've been through, there's going to be someone who's going to listen to what you said, and it's going to help them. And also, it encourages you and allows you to realize that it was real. It really happened. You really dealt with that. And now you're trying to come out of that. So how dare someone tell you to suffer silently and to also keep your mouth shut as you get better? That's not their place. So I encourage people to heal loudly. I encourage people to say, yes, I'm hurting. Yes, I've been in a dark place. Yes, I'm finally starting to see the light. I'm educating myself on what I went through. I'm educating myself on the emotions and the feelings. I'm not crazy. I'm not dramatic. I'm a survivor. There is power in being able to speak that openly. There's power in being able to say everything was not glitter and gold. I was breaking my back. I was breaking my neck to protect someone who did not protect me. And in my healing process, I'm choosing to protect me. I'm choosing to finally put myself first. That is a powerful, powerful thing. And it makes people uncomfortable, quite frankly. And that's why people don't want you to talk about it. That's why people don't want you to, it's that elephant in the room. We know you're dealing with stuff, but we have to talk about it. Can you just be quiet about it? You do what it takes for you to heal, because only you have to deal with that. Only you are the one having, in some cases, nightmares. Even after you remove yourself from that situation, you're still being tortured. That energy is still around. You're having moments where you're like, I don't even want to go on. I don't want to deal with this, or whatever the thoughts you have. You know your thoughts. So if that means that you speaking up and possibly helping someone else who's in that phase of, should I leave? Should I go? Should I stay? That's worth it, even if you only help one other person. And in the process, you're helping yourself as well. So I encourage people who have dealt with abuse, been mistreated, been hurt to the core. I encourage you to heal loudly. I do. I really encourage that. I encourage you to also, I'm validating what you've gone through and letting you know that it was not okay. And if you're watching this and if this is resonating with you, then you understand exactly what I'm saying. I don't really have to explain that any further. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. That's okay too. But it is okay to heal loudly. We have to normalize that. It's okay. And suffering silently that's not the way to go. It isn't. I did it, and I endured a lot of heartache and pain and physical high blood pressure, all types of things, because I was holding everything inside. And the moment I started to release and let that stuff go, it's like, my skin cleared up. It's just like, it's little things, it's little things that physically will happen in your body when you start to speak up and be like, I'm not holding this. I'm letting it go. I'm speaking up. So it is okay to heal loudly. So when you see me posting and you see me writing different things about healing loudly since 2020, healing loudly since 1985, whenever that moment when you stepped up and said, I'm going to start my healing process, that's because I am serious about empowering survivors, getting that power. There's power. There's power in that. So I just want to jump on really quickly. Yeah, I just did my workout, and I was just feeling motivated to just encourage someone to heal loudly, to do that, to not be fearful, to open up, to take ownership of what you've dealt with, and to turn that around. So, as always, thank you guys for watching.